And so we are on to Mission 3, the Faron Wood, the Sorceress of the Woods. And it's recommended we play as Link this time around with the Fire Rod, with the Magic Rod. But we're going to go to the Badge Market, and we're going to add a basic combo to Link there for the Magic Rod. And we can have a bit of defense. We can put defense on Link, since we're going to be playing as him for most of this mission. We're going to add some defenses here, because we have Lavasso's scales that we can use them on, which is great. So we'll do it like that. So we go like this, right there. And get Link's basic defenses up. Using those. Some, the tokens and whatnot you get for are very weird. That they require a very typical enemy to drop from. When you get to the gold tier, I mean, it gets to a point where you just have to keep farming bosses, and it gets really annoying. So we have multiple costumes for Link here. We can go back to his training tunic if we really want to, or we can go as Breath of the Wild tunic, which seems to be a little off-putting, but what's odd though about that is that the tunic you're wearing does not reflect the cutscenes that happen afterwards, so it's kind of weird. But we'll go with Breath of the Wild tunic for this mission, since it feels fitting that we're in the woods. Might as well feel like, right? And we'll use the Magic Rod at 80 power.
Link and his allies were saved from the dangers of the Elden Caves
There's a youth
by a
named
mysterious youth named Sheik.
Now, if you have played any Zelda game up to this point, you can probably see what's going to happen before the game even gets there. So that might be a detriment to people who have played Zelda games in the past. But if you haven't played a Zelda game before, and you brought up this game, you might be a little confused on what the game is telling you about in certain places. When we get to that, when we get to that moment, we'll get to that when we get there. But so let's start this battle off. Oh yeah, we get introduced to a new enemy type, the Gyptos and Redeads. Yeah, see, we were in Breath of the Wild's tunic now, but it doesn't reflect the cutscene. Yeah. Are you the one leading these warriors? Yes, I am. You can use magic. Where did you learn your craft? Oh, well, I'm a sorceress. That explains nothing. You're the one who started this war? Sia? We come from the same magical clan. Oh, well, that explains it. Yeah, kind of. No? And what does this Sia want from Hyrule? You really want to know? Well, help me defend the forest. If you do that, I might tell you. Might tell us? Like, we're not working here for free, you know. And Lana is a new character for this game. Oh no, if we're gonna play Breath of the Wild Link, this weapon's gonna break in like 5 uses. Which I don't think it might run. I never used the fire weapons very much in the Breath of the Wild, so it's kind of nice to see a weapon won't break in 5 seconds. Ah, come on now. The fire rod is certainly meant for one-on-one combat. So again, it makes Link a little bit more versatile with different setups. We need to find... There's Deku Babas. We can't get near them. They're spraying poison everywhere. You can't hit it unless you use something that can pierce its stem. It'll hide inside of its own shell there. We better find one. Poisonous Wade. My attacks have no effect. We need a new strategy. Yes, we do. Where do we go next? Don't you have a bow? Didn't you forget to bring one this time? Okay, there's a bow located somewhere in the south of the village. Oh, really? Well, let's go that way. It's somewhere in this region, and it's right here. Now we get our second sub-weapon, or side item for the game, the bow and arrow. It's really meant for Deku Babas and a particular boss. And that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it that item can use. So we gotta use the bow and arrow to basically defeat the Deku Babas. I've had some problems with Deku Babas once where they essentially got glitched inside of the inside their stem and they just wouldn't leave after a time. And it eventually got me stonewalled. Luckily that was like a small bug and I have not experienced it since that happened to me. So be in mind that there might be a bug or two. Just be careful. So we gotta feel these Deku Babas here. One more remains and he's right here. Yeah, see, he is poisoned, so you will get hurt constantly. Alright. And one of our guards already fled. What are we paying you for? Do you not want to save Hyrule? I would want to save Hyrule. If it's not blatantly obvious what this area represents, this is technically the Kukuri Forest that we're in. And it'll be blatantly obvious when we actually see a particular little set piece in this area. Come on out here. And those are Twilight Princess enemies. I wonder what that entails. I don't know. We'll see there when we get there. Yeah, there's a lot of characters from like a lot of Zelda games in this game, which is granted. I'm liking the idea of like side characters actually getting the spotlight for once. Because if there is something that the Zelda games need to really work on, is getting side characters a little bit of at least a little more spot in the sun. Like maybe have a Zelda game that you play someone else, you know, or actually, you know, play as Zelda for the entire adventure. Why can't Link be the one be disposed, and then have Zelda play? You know, that would be a great change of pace. Gibdos, or Redeads, or whatever they are, they all basically share the same graphic, or same enemy design. They can basically stonewall you, because they have, like, super armor half the time, and it gets annoying when you have to go up against a lot of them, and their health doesn't go down considerably. I think their weakness is fire. Don't count me on that. But, these guys can, on the harder difficulty settings and in adventure mode, they love to spam these guys a lot. And it gets very annoying. Like, very quickly annoying. It just... Yeah, here, Outpost Captain. You gotta go here. Come on, you Gibdos, get out of here. Gibdos have this paralyzing scream, just like they do in their own Zelda games when they show up. They will freeze you in place, and then they'll attempt to attack you. But you can get out of it quicker by using a special attack. This is a new item that was introduced in the 3DS version and this version. This is the Ocarina, or the Golden Ocarina. You can now warp to any activated owl statues if the level puts them in here. It feels like it's a weird place, but it's very useful. When using the Ocarina, you can activate an owl statue, approach it, and you can use it to display on the screen. And you can warp to it at any time when you have the Ocarina out. But you have to activate the owl statue first before you can use it to go anywhere. Owl statues will appear on the map at all times, so you're not going to be able not to forget where they are on the map as long as you look at it. Oh, Sheik with the with her, I think that's her magic ultimate, I think. Which is weird. Sometimes the AI, when your own player characters, you're not playing as them, they can somehow just basically pull out their magical attacks, even though they don't have magic stored on them. But you can't. You can only do that when you have your own magical attack. What you can do, pull off. Well, there's Sculptor right there, and I think it's inside the Deku tree. I think it is. If I'm corrected right, or is it over here next to the rocks? Let's see, where is it? I think. Now, see, now I would be able to hear it, but I have my game volume lowered, so it doesn't echo. So I can't tell when the music is going down on screen, but you'll be able to hear it on stream though, and on the parts later on. So let's go through like that. Get out of here! I thought we killed you off. Thank you. Let's go around this way. We got... Someone's in trouble down here. What's going on down here? Ooh, now there's a rare sight. The AI, your AI companions actually defeating a actual hard elite boss or elite warrior enemy type. You don't see that very often. And I think you see it more often in this game than the last game that was, unless the original Hyrule Warriors. Where like as soon as they met up with one of these guys, you hope to goodness that you can make it there, just so you could save them from basically being impending doom. It was so annoying, and oh no, that's the Deku tree, and it's on fire. What the Wizro? Why do you hate the forest so much? This guy is annoying. He's just ruining our fun everywhere we go. This is technically a sort of mechanic that's introduced for the game itself. Is that since the Deku tree is our base, our ally base is falling in health. If that keep falls, you automatically lose the match. So if there's anything happening at your base for whatever reason, get over there and basically clear up any sort of ire that might be around. If you don't do it in time, you'll lose the base. Some enemies can be considered a way to basically do a second. I think they're called like siege captains, which if they actually get to to a particular keep that they're headed towards, they can do like almost half damage to a keep, and that can be completely devastating, especially because you can't really heal healed keeps. Your own keeps will drain in health, but you can't restore them unless you actually capture a keep back. Except for in the case of your ally base, you can't get that restored. So bear that in mind. There are fairy skills you can unlock after you've collected the fairy and actually leveled it up. That can give you a skill to use that can actually restore health to a keep. So that may be useful for you in the long run. We need to get to the... We need to search for the northeast. This looks like a good place to go. Yeah, see, I'm frozen here. I can't do anything about that. Ah! Gyptos just basically ruin the pace no matter what mode you're playing it in. They're just so annoying, and I don't... Dark forces have been trying to... No! Where am I? Where is Sheik now? Ow! Ah! There's a poison. Ah! Come on now. So you can use weaknesses on this, so you can actually use the Gypto's own ability against him. Or against him, so you can actually freeze the opponents in place for instead of your own. We get to the magic circle. Great Fairy, help us out here! And don't worry, they all share the same design. Yes, Great Fairy, I know you're beautiful and you're tall, but the Deku Tree is burning. So what's the fairies gonna do this time? Well, they'll grab clouds, bring them all closer, and make a huge rainstorm. Now, if it's fire that big, well, I'll tell you right now, the Deku Tree is dead. But the keep is safe though. That's all that matters, right? That's right. Oh yeah, introduce these things, these little devils. Cuckoos are in this game, and they can basically break your mission. They will basically, they're potentially a neutral enemy, but if you accidentally attack them too many times, they will unleash outright fury against you. And it can be, and for someone like Link or the Great Evil One, running away from a herd of chickens doesn't seem dignified. Unlike any other Zelda game where you can't kill cuckoos, you can kill cuckoos in this game. They can be pretty deadly, all things considered. They can gang up on you, and they can come in different varieties. Like normal cuckoos will show up like they are right now. But there's also oh, here's something we need to introduce. Item power-ups. Sometimes item power-ups will drop, and by doing so, you can actually create the items to can do better effects. They only last for a few moments, but when you do it though, the explosion output can be very helpful. Much better than their normal counterparts. So bear that in mind. There's a path the way over here. And there's a bomb place here. We can throw this off. There's a chest. We find out that is a Sheik chest. So, if you find a chest that... You'll find chests around the map that only particular characters can open. So, if you find one, order that particular character to go towards that area. That way you can move on to other events or other objectives while that character is moving that particular location. I think Fire Emblem Warriors does the command system much better, where they actually will fight back. Pretty much like I think the command system is just much better than Fire Emblem Warriors. I have not played that because I didn't have much interest in Fire Emblem, and I've not really played a real Fire Emblem game up to this point. I think the only one I've played is essentially Fire Emblem Heroes, and I think that's it. Oh, and we got our next boss. Goma makes his return, and I think it's actually based off of Zelda 1's Goma, which is quite cool. This game likes to reference Zelda 1 a lot. I'll say that right now. This game is sort of like a pandering to Zelda 1. Like a lot of things can appear that look like 8-bit graphics. Like there is some oh, that's an Impa chest. So let's get Impa over there. Impa, get to this location immediately. Sheik is right here. We can get that chest now. And this is probably their heart container or heart piece. That's a heart container, which is useful. Good. I'm gonna command Sheik back to base because I know that the boss will most likely jump back there. Where is Impa? Impa's there now. Is she? Oh no, Impa's right there behind the boss. Okay. I'm gonna go like this way. I'm gonna get this. We'll get Impa's chest. We didn't actually grab the hidden rewards from the chest for Impa and Link in the last match, but Like I said, I'm not going after everything that the game has. If I miss it, I miss it. And we get to use this. Keep Saboteurs. This is one of like a new enemy type that was introduced in the 3DS version. Keep Saboteurs are enemy units that can quickly capture keeps. If you see these troops marching toward a keep, you need to act fast, and they'll basically take a keep down with, like, almost immediately. So bear that in mind, and actually make sure you take them down quite fast. If you see an enemy that has like a white glow over them, like those characters, like this Gibdo is here. Oh, and the Goma is now on our base. Oh no. Impa, I need you to get back to base. Back to this location. Right now. I need to get Link back there too. We're gonna Master Strike in the Giga Tree on our lost health. Come on now. Oh gosh. The monster's in the Giga Tree. Quick! Use our grenade to warp right there. Yes, we can. We can use that now. Let's use it. There we go. Goma's weakness is the bow and arrow. You're probably about setting a trend here. That the item weapon you get, if you get an item in the game or in the mission, like a side weapon like the bombs or bow and arrow. So we'll use this. Special attack meter uses up. It powers up your attacks and it puts hasty attacks on your character. What you can do is here you can hit the A button and use a super massive special attack. This attack is very useful to do massive damage around enemies, but it also automatically will put bosses into their weakened state, as well as any other enemy that may have a weak point gauge themselves. So, Impa, why are you not there? Oh, I forgot to move you back this way. Here we go. Come on, Goma. Bow and arrow to the face. That has gotta hurt, though. Come on now. Oh, and since I don't have Link's ultimate combos, I can't really do much damage to Goma here. Which is a pain in the foot, but again, I didn't want to play with my 100% file and basically break the story apart by basically having overpowered weapons. The creature got away? I'm not sure where it went. Dope. We'll have to change that. And here's the problem I have with Gibdos right here. These you can get combo spammed with their frozen ability, with their freeze ability, and it's annoying, especially when they do that. Curses! Yeah. Go over there, buddy. Booyah! Take that. Where is the thing? There you are. You take Goma down, the mission will end. There we go. Take you down, baby. Come on. That can kill off. Ah, alright. Alright, Goma. Time for you to die. Fire away! Fireball! Wham! Come on. There we go. Goma is down. There are also, if the weak point doesn't go down very fast, you can place a, if you get enough materials, you can grab, place a token on your characters and the upgrade tier to have their weak points reduce or go down faster by default. So if you were having a particular hard time with the boss, bear in mind you might want to put those on. I'd hoped Zelda would be here. Apparently that hope was in vain. Where could she be? Is she safe? May the goddesses protect her. Yeah, well, we need to know where Zelda is. She's long gone. Oh. Plot point. That will not happen yet.
For generations, Hyruleans have told the tale of the war across the ages.
The War Across the Ages. A game we'll never ever see. It'd be cool though. Maybe in a sequel to Hyrule Warriors? Maybe? That'd be kind of cool.
Deep in the forests, far from mortal eyes,
Balance the Triforce.
Over the balance of the Triforce.
Yeah, this is a weird twist.
Through her magic,
That this this is kind of cool that it's showing different eras of different Zelda games in the past there. This character is the apparently she's supposed to be the sources of time, where she can see different timelines and such. But I don't think they actually use this. I don't think they really use this as a plot point for anything else.
When Hyrule's need is greatest.
And we get to introduce a sort of what would be considered a love triangle. This is probably the biggest plot point in the game, by far, for at least this portion of the story mode, is that there's a love triangle going on, and yeah, this is how this whole war started, is by a love triangle problem.
A fragment of darkness, locked in its prison, saw an opportunity.
Now this bothers me too. That Ganon, right there. Hello, Ganon. Nice to see you there too. He's locked away in four chests. Where did this spirit fragment get to her? It's never really explained, but
desperate desire to possess the legendary hero's soul.
But so yeah, Ganon is the bad guy. To be fair, he was from the very start. I wasn't trying to allude to it, but he was. Ganon is the bad guy here, which is okay for a game like this. But if there was another Hyrule Warriors game, I think a new villain would need to be done.
The darkness compelled her to open the gate of souls, the doorway of time.
That's what I believe, anyway.
Monsters from across the
And so now we're going to be introduced to new enemies, enemies we haven't fought yet.
Once more.
In the next mission, which is going to be annoying. To be fair, very annoying indeed. So, it took us 15 minutes to that. Normally, if you're in adventure mode, the main consensus of actually getting A rank is about 15 minutes, about 1200 to 1600 enemies, and not losing any more than about, I think, 150 points of health. Oh yeah, we get new character trains for characters we haven't even played yet. You've collected 3 illusion pieces. The bazaar has leveled up, next at 12 pieces. Potions have become more effective. More mixtures are available in the apothecary. Okay.